In this video, I'm going to show why the Ascendant is the most unique, individuated point in a chart, whereas the Midheaven becomes more of a global group energy that is shared among potentially many individuals and is therefore less representative of the person's unique personality. And to show this, I am depicting Donald Trump's chart at his birthplace in Jamaica, New York, 10:54 a.m., June 14th, 46. Now watch what happens if we pretend that instead of being born here, he is born north of here or south of here, a little bit north, all the way to the North Pole. So for example, you notice that he's 40 north and a little bit. We're just going to say 40 north. Now I'm going to show you the chart for 50 north. And before I do, notice he is super late Leo rising, 2958. His midheaven is 24, Taurus 22. Here's the chart for 50 north at exactly the same time. So pretend someone else is born with a different name up the road, so to speak, 10 degrees north, still on the same meridian. He's exactly in the same place west of Greenwich, but he's 10 degrees further north. The Ascendant is now a little bit in Virgo instead of being Leo, so it has changed. But look at the midheaven. It's exactly the same as the birth position, 10 degrees south. Now, we go another 10 degrees north, 60 degrees north now. The Ascendant changes again. Midheaven stays the same in that meridian. We go another 10 degrees north. Same thing happens. Now the program can't even draw the chart anymore in the Placidus system. It has to switch to equal house because this starts to work less and less as you go further north. But notice that the Ascendant is now moved further into Virgo. Midheaven remains the same. And 80 degrees north, same thing. Ascendant goes a little further into Virgo. MC, midheaven, same degree as way back here where he was born. 24, 22. In fact, we go to the North Pole, all the way to the North Pole. And what happens is now the Ascendant is 0 Libra. The MC is still 24, Taurus 22. And if we go south, we decide, okay, instead of going north 10, we'll go to 30 degrees now, which is 10 degrees south of where he was born. Now the Ascendant is a little bit further up in Leo. You remember that he was born here, 2958. Now it's 27 Leo, but the MC is exactly the same. And if we move down to the equator, we go south all the way to the equator. There's the same MC, but Leo rises in earlier degrees. And if we go 40 degrees south in the southern hemisphere, we get much earlier Leo rising, but exactly the same MC again. And if we go all the way to the South Pole, we see that the MC, now look how crazy this is. Because of the South Pole location, the MC is below the horizon, but it's exactly the same MC, 24 degrees, 22 Taurus. However, the Ascendant is entirely different. There, Aries rises instead. So what this tells you is that wherever you're born, every person who is born in that meridian from the North Pole to the South Pole would have the same MC as you, the same midheaven as you. But every single person is going to have a different Ascendant. And this, to me, proves conclusively that the Ascendant is the most important point, and the MC becomes a kind of group shared energy. And it doesn't mean it isn't important. I still consider the MC axis an important axis to consider. There's no question. But I do think that the Ascendant is by far the most important, and to my mind verifies why the whole sign system is also the best, because the whole sign system is basically based primarily from the Ascendant.